Hey everyone, RJ here with CV Tech, and today I'll be unboxing the Alcatel Idol 5S. This phone's been out for about a year now, and I've been wanting to get my hands on this phone ever since it released, and I finally got my hands on one, so therefore I'm going to unbox this phone. Let's go ahead and look around the box. Here you see the Alcatel the Idol 5S there, some designs there on the side. If I turn the box over, you will see some specs there, like a 5.2 inch full HD vibrant display, 12 megapixel rear camera, fingerprint sensor, loud and clear sound, 32 gigabytes of ROM, and expendable storage up to 512 gigabytes. This is 4G LTE, an unlocked device, of course, with an octa-core Snapdragon 625, 12 megapixel autofocus dual tone flash, 8 megapixel with front flash, 32 gigabytes of ROM, 3 gigabytes of RAM, 2620 mAh battery, and Android 7.1 Nougat out of the box. Let's go ahead and remove the top of this phone box. And there is the Idol 5S. We'll go ahead and take the phone out and put it to the side for a moment, and we'll see what comes in the box. So let's go ahead and open this up here. You'll see there is your Alcatel Idol 5 instruction books, quick start guide, stuff like that, as well as a wall adapter, as well as a Type-C charging cable there, and that appears to be all that is in the box. So not a whole lot going on here, just some quick start guides, manuals, stuff like that. So yeah, I'll go and put all this away and we'll look at the phone. So looking here at the back of the phone, got that really nice glossy back here with that fingerprint scanner right there in the center, the Alcatel and the Idol branding back here, got that rear 12 megapixel camera with dual tone flash. On the right side here, got your volume rocker up and down. Top of the phone there's some antenna bands and a secondary microphone. On the left side of the phone here, you got a power button as well as your SD and SIM tray right there. And on the bottom of the phone, we have the 3.5mm headset jack, microphone, and USB Type-C charging port there. On the front of the phone here, got this protector. Go ahead and rip that off. And on the front here is your, of course, your camera, your flash, and your front mounted speakers, top and bottom. I think it's 3.6 watts by 2, so really nice sounding speakers and that really nice 5.2 inch full HD display. So let's go ahead and give this phone its first boot up. Okay, so we got Alcatel there, powered by Android. So I'll go ahead, let this phone do its thing. I'll get it all set up, and I will come back when it's finished. So now we're on the main page here. I gotta say, that 1480 display looks really good on this Alcatel. At first start up here, I can tell the phone, it just feels very smooth, very fluid. There's not a whole lot of bloatware on the phone out of the box. You got stuff like Facebook, Messenger, Instagram, stuff like that, but not a whole lot else on this device. Phone just feels very smooth, very fluid. Now the power button is over here on the left side. It is a bit textured. We got the fingerprint set up. Let's go ahead and test that out. So works really well. Not the fastest I've ever seen in the world, but definitely does work whenever you press it. So good stuff there. Let's go ahead and pull the drop down here and take a look around. So you got your typical toggles here, invert your colors, Bluetooth, flashlight. You can scroll over here to see more, hotspot, night screen. You can cast your screen. You can also edit those as well. Let's go ahead and go into the settings here for a minute and see what we have going on in here. So you got your Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, you got data usage, you got more. So you got tether and hotspot, VPN, cellular networks, and mobile plan. Got your home here. You got the Joy Launcher installed. Got gestures here as well. So you got glove mode, you got turn over to mute, and 3-finger screenshot. So you can just take 3 fingers, swipe down, and there you go. Screenshot has been taken. So really nice stuff there. You have your display, brightness level, that's the brightness, your night screen mode here. So you can go in here and change your vivid mode to natural mode, cold, normal, warm. You can change your screen however you want it to be. And so that's really nice to see there. Wallpaper, sleep, screensaver, font size, display size, auto launch VR. You can also cast your screen. So down here at storage, we see we have 10.3 gigabytes used out of 32, so that's not too bad. Have around 21.5 gigabytes remaining. Of course, it does take an SD card as well for expandable storage. Now looking down here at battery, so you'll see here, get your battery percentage mode, battery saver on and off. So I have to test that battery out. This phone does have 3 gigabytes of RAM as well as 7.1.1. As you see right there, it says Joy. So we'll go down here and look, and we are running 7.1.1 Nougat with July 5th, 2017 security patch. So I expect to see an update, at least a security patch, on this device. But like I say, this thing feels really nice, very smooth, very fluid feeling. I'm just loving it already. I had the Idol 4, and I've always liked that phone. And what's so good about this phone right here is you're able to use it on all 4 major carriers: Verizon, T-Mobile, AT&T, Sprint. Just pick your carrier pretty much. So I'm anxious to try this phone out, see how it's going to work out. Let's go into the dialer here for a moment. Just see what kind of dialer we have here. Just a standard dialer there, nothing too special. So we'll go ahead and take just a quick look here at the camera and just see what kind of stuff we have in here. So it needs some permission and stuff like that. So here we have photo mode. We also have panoramic mode here. We have video mode and slow motion video. So go back here into photo. Up top here you got HDR auto on or off, self timer, your flash. These buttons up here, you got slow-mo, you got photo, you have manual, you have 360 photo, instant collage video, panorama micro video, cinematograph, and light trace. So you got manage down here as well as your settings. So it is a 12 megapixel camera, and you can go down to an 8 megapixel 16:9 or 1:1. Low light enhancement, you can record in full 1080, 720, or 480, all at 30 frames per second. You can go in here to manage modes, so you can go in here and switch those around as you see fit. Media storage, grid, save location, stuff like that. Typical stuff. Let's go ahead and turn around to the front facing camera here, and you got self timer here at 2 seconds to flash on or off. So flash on, always nice to see a flash. There we go. So got the flash there. Now go up here and you got micro video, photo, video, panorama, or instant collage. Let's go into settings. You got an 8 megapixel camera, face beauty, mirror selfie, touchscreen to capture. You can also record in full 1080, 720, or 480 in the front as well. And everything else is pretty much the same. So I'll be really interested to try this phone out, get all my information put in there. I'm going to try it out with better SIM. I'm going to try it out with Total Wireless. And just try this phone out, see how it's going to work out. It's got the 625 processor, which we all know is a very battery efficient processor and a very powerful processor for what it is. And with that 3 gigabytes of RAM, should do really well. I will give an update in a few days after some time with it. So yeah, this is the Alcatel Idol 5S. If this was helpful and informative in any way, hit that like button. Any questions that you may have, leave it below. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. Y'all have a good one, and thanks for watching.